Hello, everybody. Maybe you've seen our third and final performer from his viral annual Earth, Wind & Fire September performance videos. Or maybe you've seen his writing anywhere from The Good Place to the MCU. As he steps into his own for his one-man show, Demi Adejuyigbe will do one backflip everywhere from Los Angeles to London. He comes to grace the IRL stage with his own original song, a future holiday classic. Ladies and gentlemen, Demi Adejuyigbe.
Little Richard, Chubby Checker, Elvis, Chuck Berry, and Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Many people have been called the progenitor of rock and roll, the inventor of rock and roll. But as we move further in our history, I fear that people truly lose sight of who it is that invented rock and roll as we know it. Does anyone in this room know? Silence. Interesting. Tonight, I intend to take rock and roll back to its roots by talking about who it is that brought us this gift. I'm talking, of course, about Santa Claus. Tonight, I present in full the story of the birth of rock and roll as introduced to us by Santa Claus. Hit it! I need a clap from y'all. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the most convenient way for me to get down there. 100,000 years ago, a man came to town with a ho-ho-ho and a big full belly that jostled around in laughter. He had a red suit and a giant beard and a plan to spread around some holiday cheer. And around his neck, there was a sick red Stratocaster. He said, I'm gonna make a song that brings the people together, to take the world's pain and to turn it to pleasure. He strummed those 6 strings till he reached that goal. And then he got up on the festival stage with an elf on the drums and another on bass. And that's the moment Santa Claus gave us all the gift of rock and roll. Y'all, I'm talking about rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. You better rock out, cause the big man's coming to town. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. He's given us the gift of boogie, oogie, oogie, and down. Well, Santa's got a hit song, and everybody everywhere singing along. The man is #1 on the top of the Billboard charts. Woo! Yeah, he traded in his sleigh for a brand new Mercedes. And yeah, he gets attention from all the hot ladies. Coincidentally, that's the place where all of Santa's problems start. See, Mrs. Claus is sad because he never comes home. And when he does, he smells like a cheap cologne. But she won't bring it up because she doesn't want to seem like a nag. And then one day, there's a knock on the door. There's a little girl standing there, no older than 4. She's saying,
You slept with my mama, Santa Claus. I think you're my dad.
damn. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Come on, everybody, do the Santa Claus shimmy. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. The big man's coming down into your chimney. Back in the studio with the whole band. And Rudolph stopping by just to lend them a hand because making new feel-good hits is their desired outcome. Yeah, but Santa's feeling trapped under so much pressure. He signed a bad deal with Columbia Records, so now he's on the hook for 30 more rockin' albums. So Rudolph says, psst, and he pulls him aside. He's like, I got a little something that you might want to try. It'll take your edge off. It'll make your creativity flow. And then Santa cut a line right on his guitar and rolled the naughty list up into a straw. And that's how Rudolph got Santa Claus hooked on snow. The man loves skiing now. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. He's dropping hot tunes into every stocking. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. His daughter's calls are going straight to voicemail. Santa's in a state of despair. He's paranoid and seeing things everywhere. His music is a mess cause he can't take no direction.
Ooh, Santa can't take direction.
His friends no longer want to hang around. He parties all night until the sun goes down. I don't know if it's related, but he also can't hold an erection.
Drug use fucking with his erection.
He feels so empty, so dead inside. He needs a quiet place where he's able to cry. So he wanders up to the roof just to clear his head.
Santa needs a quiet place to cry.
Oh, but you know he's feeling drunk, and he's teary and nauseous. A fateful combination that directly causes him to stumble and fall right over the rooftop's edge.
I'm falling. No.
Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Left us so early. He was only 27,000 years young. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. He didn't die in the fall, but he was arrested shortly after for drug possession. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Yeah! I bet you thought he died in the fall, but I think you're all forgetting Santa can canonically fly. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll Santa Claus. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll Santa Claus. We love you, Santa. Get better.
Demi, Adejuyigbe, everybody! Demi, how'd that feel?
Great. I forgot to give out the presents.
Okay.
There was
Next time.
$10,000 cash in each of these. Next time.
Well, it's time to turn to our gatekeepers. Jennifer, what do you have to say?
Well, I love this one because it reminded me of my bat mitzvah. A lot of Christ and cocaine. Question that.
Good. Keanu.
I've worked with Al Pacino. And I've worked with Lawrence Fishburne. But nothing impresses me more than when a song is historically accurate.
Thank you. Timothy.
Yeah, like my friend Keanu, I had no idea this was the history of rock and roll.
Many people don't.
Music is education, isn't it?
So true.
Yeah, but I appreciate you bringing the punk spirit to IRL. I think that's fantastic from one musician to another. You did a great job tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
One more time for Demi Adejuyigbe, everybody! What's up? Yes. Hello, everybody. And that's it. Those are all three of our performances. It's time to give our gatekeepers a chance to retreat behind their gate and tabulate who gets a spot on the Wall of Fame. We'll be right back with the verdict in a minute, but as the judges tabulate, we've got a very special final performance. Back in just one moment.
Love when you express yourself. Girl, when you smile, it saddens me. Even when the tea's too loud. Girl, when you smile, it saddens me. If you wanna sleep at mine, I'll be out of all your evil eye. Unless we do it at a decent time. Cause you know that I'm a sleepy guy.
We've got one more lesson for you.
I just learned this off of that YouTube video that you sent me. It's really important.
Okay.
John Lennon invented cancer.